Hello everybody. In this video, we will be discussing grid references. So at the end of this video, we will know what are grid references. We will be able to distinguish between 4 and 6 figure grid references, as well as we will be able to locate places using 4 and 6 figure grid references. What are grid references? A grid reference is a numeric representation of a location on a map. So when you're given the location of a place on a map, you would see whether it is north, south, east, west, southeast, etc. In this case, instead of using words, we're using numbers to give you location. So instead of saying a place is south, we would say the place is 2233. Or instead of saying a place is east, we would say the place is 2290. So you have a map here. And this is what the map would look like if the question asks you to find a 4 or 6 figure grid reference. You would see these vertical and horizontal lines on a map, as well as you would see these numbers that are attached to the lines. So the vertical and horizontal lines, in this case, we don't call them vertical and horizontal lines. We call them northings and eastings. So the eastings lines are the vertical lines, the lines that run from north to south, and the northings lines are the lines that run from west to east. And you see the numbers that are attached to each of the lines. So the eastings lines, the numbers that are attached to them are 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. And the northings lines, the numbers that are attached to them are 30, 31, 32, and 33. Right? And we use these numbers to help us to locate the place. The reason why we call them eastings and northings, even though technically they're not going west to east, or north to south, is because the numbers that are attached to them are increasing in an eastwardly direction, and the numbers that are attached to the northings lines are increasing in a northward direction. So that's why we call them eastings, because they're increasing in an easterly direction, and we call them northings because the numbers are increasing in a northward direction. So how to find a 4-figure grid reference? So to find a 4-figure grid reference, what you have to do is you have to first identify the square that the place is in. So say we want to find the 4-figure grid reference for the star here. First, we have to locate the square that the star is in. The next thing we want to do is we want to get the eastings number. We always give the eastings number first and then the northings number. Keep in mind that you're supposed to get a 4-figured answer. If your answer is anything other than 4 figures, your answer is not correct. So we're given the eastings number first. So we have the grid square here, and we are given the eastings number. Now, you give the eastings number that is to the left of the place that you're trying to locate. So you see here, we have 2 eastings lines that are connected, that are making up this square here, right? So we have 23 and 24. How to know which number to use? We're using the one that is to the left of the place you're trying to locate. So it's 23. And then you go ahead and you give the northings line, which is 33. So the 4-figure grid reference for the star here would be 23, 33. So we have to give the 4-figure for the circle. Again, you're given the eastings number first, and you're given the number that is to the left of the place you're trying to locate, which would be 22. And then you go ahead and you give the northings number, which is 31. So the answer would be 22, 31. Lastly, the lightning bolt. Again, you locate the square, and you're given the eastings number first, the one that is to the left of the place you're trying to locate. The one that's to the left is 22. So it'll be 22, and then you give the northings 34. You're always given the eastings and then the northings number after. Right? So we have a map here, and we have these 3 places that we need to give the location for. We have a supermarket, we have a tree, and we have a house. So we want to give the 4-figure grid reference to each of these places. So let's start with the supermarket. First, we need to locate the square that the supermarket is in. So this is the square here. And then we need to give the eastings number first. And we're given the one that is to the left of the object. So the one that's to the left of the supermarket is 24. So the first number that you write in, the eastings number, is 24. And then you're given the northings, the line directly below it is 32. So the answer will be 24, 32. For the tree now, you're given, you locate the square, and then you're given the easting first, the one that is to the left of the place you're trying to locate, which is 22, and then you give the northings, the one that is directly below it, 30. So the answer will be 22, 30. Lastly, for the house, same thing, you locate the square, and then you proceed to give the eastings number first, the one that is located to the left of the place you're trying to locate. In this case, it's 24. And then you give the northings number, which is the one directly below it, 31. So the answer will be 24, 31. So far, we have discussed what is a grid reference, and we discussed how to find a 4-figure grid reference. So now we're going to move on to how to find a 6-figure grid reference. So how to find a 6-figure grid reference? It's different than a 4-figure. With 6-figure, you have to divide the square into 10 before you begin to find the answer. So you see here, we have the same square here, except now we divided that same square into 10 vertical and horizontal lines, right? So how to find it now? So say we want to find the 6-figure grid reference for the yellow dot. What you have to do is start off as if you're doing a regular 4-figure grid reference. So first, you find the square. So we have the square here already, and you divide it into 10, right? We already divided it into 10. And now you have to find the eastings line. And remember, the eastings line that we're using is the one that is to the left of the object. So to the one that's to the left of the yellow dot is 22. So the first number that you'll be writing is 22. Now, the difference here now is that you have to count how many eastings lines there are from this 22 line to the yellow dot. So that will be 1, 2, 3. So you write in 22 and then 3. And then you proceed to write in northings line, which is 33. And then now you have to count how many northings lines there are from 33 to the yellow dot. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer will be 22, 3, 33, 7. And that is the 6-figure grid reference. Right, so let's do another one. We have the green dot here now, and we want to find the 6-figure for the green dot. Again, you're starting off as if you were to be doing a 4-figure. So you give the eastings line first, the one that is to the left of the dot, of the green dot, which would be 22. And then now you take the lines here and you're counting how many eastings lines there are from the mark 22 to the green dot. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far it's 22. And then we counted 6 lines, 6 eastings lines. So 6. And then it's time for the northings part. So the northings line is 33. And then we count how many northings lines there are from 33 to the green dot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer would be 22, 6, 33, 6. Let's say now we have to find the location of the red dot. So again, we give the eastings line first, 22. We count how many eastings lines there are from 22 to the red dot. So 1, 2, 3. And then you give the northings line, 33, and how many northings lines there are from 33 to the red dot. It's 1, 2, 3. So the answer would be 22, 22, 3, 33, 3. Lastly, the purple up now, you do the same thing. Do the eastings line first, 22. You count how many eastings lines there are from 22 to the purple dot. So be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 22, 7. And then the northings line now, 33. And then how many northings lines there are from 33 to the purple dot? 1. So the answer will be 22, 7, 33, 1. And something to keep in mind as well, the reason why the 6-figure grid references is to be more precise when you give the location of a place. So you see within the square here, there are 3 different places, but they are at different points within the square. So the have different positioning. So we would want to have to give a different number for each one of them. So that's why we now divided the square to give a more precise number for each one of the places. So that's why we have the 6-figure grid reference, to make it more precise when we given the location. Right. So let's say we wanted to find the 6-figure grid reference for the square. The same way we start off as if we're doing a 4-figure grid reference. So we locate the square, we divide it into 10, and then we give an Easting number first. The Easting number that is to the left of the place we're trying to locate, which in this case is the square here. So the Easting number is 22. And then you're counting how many Easting lines there are from 22 to the square. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. So be 22, 3, and then they give you northern line to the tree, and how many northern lines there are now from the tree to the square. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer will be 22, 3 to the tree, 6. So that's how you do the 6-figure grid reference. So summary now of everything that we learned today. We learned about what is a grid reference. So basically it is a numerical way of giving the location of a place on a map. So instead of using words such as north, south, east, and west, we would say the place is located 22, 10, 19, 6. We would use numbers instead of words. And when given a grid reference, we have these horizontal and vertical lines on the map, and they're called northerns and eastings. The reason why the lines are called eastings are because the numbers that are attached to the eastings lines are increasing in an eastwardly direction. And the reason why we call this line northerns is because the numbers that are attached to the northern lines are increasing in a northward direction. Right? So if it is we had to find a 4-figure grid reference for this green dot here, we would first identify the square that the green dot is in, and then we have to get the easting first. Remember, we always get the easting first and then the northern after. We given the eastings number that is to the left of the place that we're trying to locate. So the eastings number that is to the left here is 23, and then the northern is 32. The answer here for this green dot here would be 23, 32. And then we move on to 6-figure that we just discussed. It's the same thing, except we taking the square and we dividing it into 10. And the reason why is so that we could give a more accurate location for the place within the square. And how to do it now? If we want to find the 6-figure for the yellow dot again, we starting off with the eastings number first, like if we were doing a regular 4-figure. So we're saying 22. And now we have to count how many eastings lines there are from 22 to the yellow dot. So in this case, it's 1, 2, 3. So it's 22, 3. And then we go on to the northern line to the 3. And then we count how many northern lines there are from 3 to the yellow dot. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer will be 22, 3 to the 3, 7. And that is how we find a 6-figure grid reference. So I hope this video was helpful, and I hope it helps you in your exam prep, or if you have a test coming up or anything like that. And I hope that you have a good day. So thank you.